this is our everyday makeup look. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be filming my everyday makeup look. So this is what I wear every single day to work, or if I'm just hanging out on the weekends and not filming fun videos. So this is what I look like. I always tend to lean for the neutral look. So this is a cool tone brown smoky eye. This is what I have been doing for years now, and it's been modified here and there with different techniques or different blending, but for the most part, this is what I do for my makeup every single day. So I hope you enjoy and keep watching to see how I got this makeup look. When I do my everyday makeup look, I don't use a silicone primer to prime my skin to lock it in all day. I actually just use moisturizer because we still want to take care of our skin and make sure that it has a nice healthy glow and a good base for our makeup. But I don't use a primer unless I'm going out somewhere. If I know I'm going to be gone all day, that really helps it stay on, but we still want to take care of our skin. So the first thing I put on is the Lancome Advanced Genifique, and this is stupid expensive, like stupid expensive. I love this serum, I love the formula, I love how it makes my skin feel. But the other one that I'll switch in and out that is a much more affordable option is the CeraVe. You can get this at Target, at drugstores. It's somewhere in the $7 to $12 range. It's not too expensive. You get a big jug of it. So this is what I put on every single night before bed, and then I still put some of this on top of it after it dries down, but this is typically what I use in the morning. And while I let that soak into my face a little bit, I also always put on chapstick. So I just use Carmex, again, super cheap from the drugstore. Now for my foundation application, it kind of depends on how much of a rush I'm in the morning. A lot of times I do my makeup at stoplights on the way to work because it takes me an hour to get there. So I'll switch between using my beauty blender, which is a little more tedious, but it makes your makeup look really nice, or just like a flat top kabuki. This is just easy to get it on quickly. So I'll use this today to show you. The foundation that I use every day is the Lancome Re-Energy Lift makeup, but I've also recently been mixing in the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless into my routine. I really like this one as well, and it gives a little bit more full coverage than the Lancome. It's a little bit more sheer. But for today, I am going in with the Lancome. So I'm still going in with the Tarte Shape Tape to highlight on my chin, down my nose, and on my forehead, and then I'll put a little bit of it on the under eye, but I don't want it to be too drying, so I'm focusing mainly on using the Urban Decay Naked Skin for the under eye portion. And to make sure that we don't get any creasing under our eyes, I am blending out any creases that might have formed and then setting it with the Lancome Absolute powder. And then with the excess powder, I am just going to swirl that all over my face. To warm up my face and give it some more dimension, I am going in with the Lisa Frank Glamour Dolls Bitten and Bronzed Matte Bronzer. I apply this just under the cheekbones, below where we're going to apply our blush, and kind of up the sides of my temple. They are currently snow blowing off my deck. That is what you hear. For blush, I am going in with the Tarte blush palette, and I'm going to mix these two kind of mauve-y shades here. To better blend in my blush and bronzer, I just take a big fluffy powder brush and just kind of swirl it together and make sure I blend it into my skin. For my everyday look, I always go with neutral. I cannot wear fun, crazy colors to work. It's a very corporate office setting. But I also love neutral colors and how they make my eyes look. So for the last probably 10 years, I have been using the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. This is nice and compact, it has the colors I need, and it fits in my travel makeup. For the base color, I am going in with the matte white shade Heaven, and I'm taking a large shader brush and just applying that all over my eyelid. For the transition shade, I am going in with a fluffy blending brush into Cashmere Bunny. For the crease color, I am going in with Xoxo on a fluffier blending brush, and I'm going in with this with a really light hand, and then I will go back in with a more tapered blending brush and really darken the crease and the outer V. The brushes that I use for my eyeshadow are from Morphe. They are super affordable, and I actually got these all in a brush kit. So it was, I'm not sure how much it was like $25 to $35 for like 15 brushes. So they all came in a set, and it has everything I need. It has all the sizes of blending brushes, it has detailed brushes for your under eyes, and I find that I use these in my everyday routine. For the center of my eye, I am using a flat shader brush and the color Push Up. It's kind of a metallic, it's a metallic version of the Cashmere Bunny, so it's kind of a medium brown with a metallic shimmer to it. For the inner corner, I am using the other side of the flat shader brush and going into the color Silk Teddy. And this shade is a gorgeous kind of white champagne color, and you can even use it as a highlight. For highlight, I am going back into the Tarte palette, and I am taking this kind of gold champagne highlight color here. I'm going to use this brush by Morphe, and I'm going to pat it on to the top of my cheekbone, on the tip of my nose, and on my Cupid's bow. For the under eyes, I take a smudger brush, and this one is from Sephora. It's really densely packed, and it helps you to just really define under your lower lash line. So I go in with the color Espresso to help blend that out so it's not such a sharp, dark line under there. I go back in with the smudger brush and Cashmere Bunny to help fade it out. And this came out a little bit darker than I typically do for my under eyes, so I am just taking a clean blending brush and working that under the eyes to help blend that out and lighten the color. I cannot live one day without my eyelash curler. Not one day. I am using my $1 liquid liner. This was from Shop Miss A. I did a video on a full makeup look for under $15 for every item. So if you want to see that, I'll leave it linked above, but this eyeliner actually worked out really well for me for just $1. So I know a lot of people don't like to wear waterproof mascara because it can be so hard to get off at night, but I absolutely love waterproof mascara. So the one I use is by Maybelline. This is the Colossal Volume Express. My eyelashes do not curl well. They go stick straight, and I have to curl them every single day. And I find a lot of times with non-waterproof mascara, they end up uncurling. Either the weight or the formula is too wet or something, but it uncurls. And with this mascara, my eyes maintain curl all day long, and this is the one that I have people asking me if my eyelashes are fake. I am always wearing this one. For my everyday eyebrow, as you can see, my eyebrows are already pretty thick, so I just go back through and fill them in a little bit where they're more sparse in the front here. So I start with a spoolie and brush all of the hairs upward, and then I take a sharp angled brush and I dip back into the Too Faced Naturalized palette in that Espresso. It's a dark cool tone brown, and I just start by drawing a line underneath to define this area and down, and then just pushing the product upward to work into any of the gaps. Last but certainly not least, we have lipstick. For my everyday lipstick, I always tend to go towards the berry kind of mauve-y pink colored neutrals. So for my lips today, I am using the Too Faced Melted Matte in the color Sellout. It's a little bit darker than neutral, but it's still by no means a bold lip. It's super comfortable on your lips. It does dry down matte, but it's a flexible matte, so you can move your lips, they don't crack, and it lasts for a really long time through eating and drinking. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. This is how I do my everyday makeup. I don't do primers, and I don't set with a setting spray every single day. If I'm doing a lot during the day, or if I know I'm going to be seeing people or out and about, I might add a setting spray or a primer to lock it in. But as far as my everyday makeup, if you run into me on the street, granted I'm wearing makeup, this is probably what it will look like. I hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up, comment down below any questions or comments you have, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.
Did you say something to me?
Nope.
What kind of vodka you want?